This is Fred Rowe from Sarah Bright Fly Fishing Guide Service. I've been teaching, guiding, writing, and lecturing in the Eastern Sierras since 1982. Well, let's get to this week's fly fishing report. Can't believe November's come and gone, and we're already into December, and it's cold enough out to feel like it's winter time. Well, what does that mean for the fishing? Well, the trout's requirement for feed goes way down. They're cold-blooded, so they just don't have to eat as much. What does that mean for the fishing? Well, you got to put a lot of casts out. They won't take it, they won't take it. Put it right on their nose. You hope maybe they'll take it. All right, let's talk about the Upper Owens River. Man, it's looking great. It's flowing perfect. There's trophy trout in the water. The road's a little muddy going in, nothing you can't handle, but you got to be aware if you're not wearing waders, you can get a little muddy walking around the banks. Okay, what are we fishing up there? Well, for me, it's same old, same old. I'm using the Stoner nymph and the green gold Prince nymph in size 12. Why? Because I'm offering the fish a big bite. Because it's colder now, the fish are in the deep runs, deep pools, and cut banks. I got to get the flies down on the bottom and just put a bunch of casts. If I made 4 or 5 drifts in each run in the summertime, I'm making 4 to 5 times that in the wintertime. And that's how I'm finding those big fish and getting them to hit. The other key up there, got to move, got to cover a lot of water to get to those fish. Hot Creek, still a little bit of a blue wing olive hatch, but I suspect this cold weather is going to shut it down here in the next week or two. And we're getting late in the year. It's time for that hatch to be done. But in the meantime, we're primarily nymphing, even though there's a few things hatching. If you see enough fish consistently rising and the fish are feeding on them, then cast a dry fly to them. But otherwise, I'm using nymphs. What nymphs am I using? Midges, like the zebra midge and a tiger midge. And then I'm using mayfly imitations, like the beadhead flashback pheasant tail, or a hotspot pheasant tail, or the olive quildagon. It's fun up there, primarily fishing in the interpretive side, but we're still sneaking in to the canyon. It's actually my favorite spot. It's a little steeper gradient in there. The fish feed a little more not selective, so they just grab whatever comes by. So it's just a tad easier fishing it. Okay, Lower Owens River, it's still out at 575 CFS. I'm not fishing it. Okay, what does that leave? Well, that leaves Bishop Creek Canal. I've been getting out there and fishing. Been using the same old beadhead flashback pheasant tail, olive quildagon, hotspot pheasant tail, and then the Stoner nymph. And I played around with a new fly last week. Used what they call the mini leech in black, and I was surprised I got hit on that. And not only did I get hit, but when fish feed on streamer type imitations, they just wallop it. That was a fun fish. 12-inch fish felt like a 14, 15-inch fish the way he hit. Okay, that's been this week's fly fishing report, brought to you by Sarah Bright Fly Fishing Guide Service. I can be found on Instagram or Facebook. You can find me on Tuesdays at Mahogany Smoked Meats from 9 to 11, or on lpptv.us.